April 28, 2021. Part victory lap and part sales job, the joint sessions of Congress speech will let Mr. Biden mark the nearly 100 days he has spent in the Oval Office. It will allow him to describe his efforts to vaccinate Americans and revive the economy, his aides have said. Because of the pandemic, Mr. Biden will deliver his speech to a pared-down, socially distanced group of lawmakers and administration officials. This is a far cry from the tightly packed House chambers of previous years. China plans to launch the core module for its first permanent space station this week in the latest big step forward for the country's space exploration program. The Tianyi, or Heavenly Harmony module, is set to be hurled into space aboard a Long March 5B rocket from the Wenchang Launch Center on the southern island of Hainan. It will be the first of 11 missions to build and supply the space station for a 3-person crew. Palestinian terrorists in the Gaza Strip fired 2 mortar shells toward Israel after midnight Tuesday, with both projectiles falling inside the coastal enclave. The latest violence began late Friday night when terrorists in the Strip launched at least 36 rockets and mortar shells at southern Israel, causing light damage in a number of Israeli communities near the border. The attacks resumed on Saturday night when more than 4 rockets were fired toward Israel, some of them failing to clear the border and landed inside Gaza, and then again late Sunday night when 5 more projectiles were fired from the Strip at southern Israel. After last night's attacks, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Defense Minister Benny Gantz were authorized to determine what steps to take should the violence persist. The FBI said Tuesday it has opened a civil rights investigation into the fatal shooting of Andrew Brown, a black man, by sheriff's deputies serving drug-related search and arrest warrants in North Carolina last week. Mr. Brown, a 42-year-old, was shot a total of 5 times in an April 21st encounter with Pasquotank County Sheriff's Office's deputies.
Law enforcement intentionally edited the video to 20 seconds.
20 seconds.
And intentionally blurred out the office and guns and showed us what they wanted to show us under the guise of it being pertinent.
President Joe Biden will nominate a Texas sheriff who criticized Trump-era immigration raids to lead the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency, the White House said this past Tuesday. Biden will tap Harris County Sheriff Ed Gonzalez, a veteran law enforcement officer and Democrat who has served since 2017 as sheriff of the most populated county in Texas.
Having someone with law enforcement experience who is Hispanic, who's been in elective office, multiple elective offices, allows you to say, here's someone that knows how to do this and do it humanely.
New video shows an NYPD detective being attacked in Queens. Police say 25-year-old Akil Morgan walked up to the NYPD detective and struck him in the head with a plastic stick. Morgan was arrested a short distance away. He faces charges of assault, criminal possession of a weapon, resisting arrest, and disorderly conduct. New York City's Detective Endowment Association released a statement calling for the violence to be fully prosecuted as they look to file civil charges.